If you want to get the most value for your money this Black Friday, then these are the deals to be had. I'm going to be covering everything from courses to cameras, lighting and audio. So no matter what stage of your business you're currently at, whether you're a beginner or an expert, these are going to be the best deals to unlock so that you can get the most value for your money. So to kick things off, the first thing we're going to take a look at is courses. If you know me and the channel, then you know that I'm a huge advocate of investing in your knowledge because you've got that to take with you wherever. I always say, fill yourself with as much knowledge first, then invest into the camera equipment, because ultimately an expert who is super knowledgeable about how to light things properly can make a much better video with the most basic of camera equipment than a person with no skill set but the best quality gear. It makes no sense, so you've got to make sure you invest in yourself. And obviously the OGs of the online course world is Fulltime Filmmaker. They always have mammoth deals on, and Black Friday is no different. They've got a 60% discount, and these guys will teach you everything creatively from how to set up shots, interviews, how to film cars, how to use Premiere Pro, Final Cut Pro, plus you get softwares and discounts, so definitely take a look at them. I'm sure they're on your radar by now, but I think it's a great offer, and those guys are great for developing the creative side of filmmaking. Austin Poole, if you don't know who this guy is, he is phenomenal at product videography, and videography is great. Product videography is great because anyone can do it. You don't need a big fancy studio. You can currently save yourself $600 this Black Friday by signing up to his course. I haven't personally got it because we don't deal with products, but I know a lot of people on my academy have enrolled in this and they have said it's absolutely fantastic. So again, another thing to check out if you're in the product niche. Now, learn filmmaking or learn freelance filmmaking is from the guys who used to be Subtle Cinematics, now Royal Z Productions. I don't know if they've got any thing on at the moment, but their courses are really cheap. You've got music videos, cell phone, and automotive. So if you're in those industries, I just wanted to put it on your radar because I think it's really good value nonetheless. And these guys often do offer discounts as well. So again, just putting that onto your radar for everything kind of creative side, depending on what niches you're in. Now, of course, I can't bring up courses without mentioning my own Perspective Academy. This is the business school for filmmakers, and we focus on the business side of videography. So whereas the other guys will help you develop your creative skill set, we're going to help you find clients, sign them onto long-term retainers so that you have a guaranteed income every single month. So you don't have to worry about that December and January might be a bit quiet for you because you've got people paying you the same amount every single month. In our deal, we are only opening this to 50 people because we want to make sure we give the best personalized mentoring to those people who join the academy. This isn't like a typical online course. We're very much invested into each individual, and we provide a personalized mentorship program through the Perspective Academy. Of course, we've bundled it with loads of other things. So not only do you get the Perspective Academy, you get our business documents package. So you get access to all the templates, sales scripts, things like that we currently use in our business. We get bi-weekly Q&A sessions. We have our members group where there's tens of thousands of dollars of work passed literally every month. We've got our ultimate leads formula, which plugs AI into your business so you can find thousands of leads and then automate that sales process. I'm going to include our business marketing course as well, so you know how to run killer ads and sell this as an additional service to your existing clients. And also we're going to do a bonus one opportunity for one person to win an opportunity of lifetime to work with me and my team as well. So only 50 spaces available. This is going to be for Black Friday only. So make sure you register your interest to be the first to know. Now, moving on to equipment, DJI have got some killer deals this Black Friday, and it ranges from everything from their FPV drones to their Osmos and also to their stabilizers as well. So definitely take a look at that. I mean, like this DJI Mini 2 is £269. Like if you're a filmmaker and you don't have a drone in your kit bag at the moment, then you really need to rethink it, right? Because that's a huge selling point. Plus you can charge more for the privilege. I mean, to give you an idea, we charge around about £100 more every time we bring the drone out. So it's a great thing to have something like this in your kit bag. And now's a perfect time to invest in this stuff because it's super cheap. I'm going to link everything in the description below, by the way, so make sure you check that out if you want links to any of the things I mentioned today. Now, before I dive into cameras themselves, I just want to say we've been using Epidemic Sound for the last year almost heading on for 2 years now, and they always have got really high quality music. There's nothing worse than trying to find a music track for your client. You want it to be a banger video, and the music just doesn't hit well at all. So Epidemic Sound is what we've used. They're not paying to sponsor this video, but I do have a personalized affiliate link that I'll link below as well. Currently, for the Cyber Week, you get access to 2 months of free music when you sign up to one of their plans, and their plans are pretty cheap anyway, considering the quality of the music. So everyone should be looking at having a royalty-free option for their music licensing, not just getting it or downloading it from YouTube. So definitely take a look at these guys. I highly recommend them. Now moving on to cameras, and this does depend on what stage of business you're currently at. So I've got a few options for everyone. I'm going to mainly be looking at B&H because they were really clear with their savings, but you can get all of this stuff either from the manufacturer's websites or over on Amazon as well. So just feel free to do a bit of research, but this is definitely where I would be spending my money. If I was just starting out and I only had kind of a budget of probably, let's say, $1.5 to $2 grand, then I would definitely be looking at the Sony FX30. It seems like a great camera. I know people who have had experience using it, and obviously it's not quite as good as the FX3, but I couldn't see that the FX3 had any Black Friday deals. So I would definitely take a look at the FX30 if you're in that kind of price range budget. You want a really good camera, then this is going to get you a fair way there. Now, another option around that price range is the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K. I'm going to be honest here. We had one. We had the Pro version, and we're actually currently selling it because we just didn't use it so much. We much preferred the Sony and Canon interface. So unfortunately, due to workflow, we just stepped away from this. However, not to say it's an amazing camera. I have lots of members in the academy who use Blackmagic and they love it. They think it's one of the best things ever. So I just want to, again, bring that onto your radar. Now, cameras that I absolutely love, and if you are looking for more premium quality footage to really separate yourself from the rest of the freelancers out there, then you've got to consider the Canon R5 mirrorless cinema camera. It is a great bit of kit. You can currently save $500 through this B&H Black Friday deal, so take a look at that. And if you've got a little bit more budget to spend, then I would recommend getting the lens with it if you don't already have the new Canon interface lens structure system. I'm making a mash of my words because I'm trying to skim through all of the Black Friday offers that I've got to show you today. But 24-105 f4, you can't go too wrong with it as well. And for the sake of a little bit more, plus you get more of a saving, then this is definitely something worth checking out. Now, one of my favorite purchases for 2023, and I absolutely love this camera. It's been phenomenal. Unfortunately, we didn't get it this cheap. Even though you've only got a small saving of $200, the Canon C70 is what I'm filming on at the moment, and we now use it for a lot of our key shoots as well. It is an amazing camera. The image quality, the color space in it is just fantastic. And every time I pick up the camera, I feel like I'm going to create something really nice and artistic with it. And I know that that's probably more so in my head, but I just get that sense every time I pick up the camera. And sometimes with some of the other ones, when I pick up the cameras in the past, I haven't really had that. It feels a bit more clunky to work with, whereas the C70 I can highly recommend, and you save on it this Black Friday. Of course, this is more for people who start to position themselves more as a production company and want to really produce high quality work and are charging their clients accordingly for it. Please make sure you invest in your knowledge before you invest in camera equipment. Get the best clients first, then get the best gear is what I always say. Too many people fall into debt. They buy the latest best camera and they go, oh, I've got no work coming in, especially over December and January, which is why on our academy, we teach the RCP model, which is our retainer model. And we dive into, step-by-step videos on exactly how to do that and close high ticket clients. So moving on to lens wise. Now, obviously this is going to be a bit expensive, so I'm going to break this down. Now, Cine lenses have transformed the way that our productions run. Being prime lenses as well also enables us to really think about the shot we're trying to achieve. And this set of Cine lenses is a great starting point. Now, don't get me wrong, as far as Cine lenses go, these are very much at the bottom, but they are certainly, in my opinion, much better than most of the kind of standard lenses or zoom lenses that you'll find as well. We actually have a few out of this set. We don't have the kit as a whole, but you can save $750 this Black Friday with this offer. And if you don't have that much money to spend, then I would certainly suggest looking at getting this 35mm Cine Prime lens. One, it has a really low t-stop, allows loads of light in, and you can get a really sharp but really beautiful shallow depth of field. We use this 35mm for pretty much every interview that we shoot, and I would highly recommend it. We paid way more for this lens than what's currently on offer, and there's a saving obviously to be had for Black Friday as well. So I would consider, if you are looking to level up the quality of your work, definitely invest in some Cine glasses. It's a great starting point as well, and something that for every filmmaker that is aspiring to produce the best content, this is a great starting point without completely breaking the bank. Storage is something that every filmmaker is going to struggle with. We have got terabytes on terabytes, hard drives stacked on top of hard drives, full of content over our years. And we do have a server system as well for our more key projects and more recent ones too. Nonetheless, we have just gone ahead and purchased another one of these. It's a Western Digital 24 terabyte MyBook Duo, and we saved ourselves around about £100 on Amazon this Black Friday. Now, you can use this as either 24 terabytes or you can use it in RAID format, which means you have 12 terabytes that you can access, and then it basically mirrors it, so it duplicates it. So if a hard drive goes down, you can instantly take the other hard drive and you've still got all of your client's data. We use these when I was a freelancer and I had just started employing people when we were in the very small stages of our business, all the time, because we had security and we didn't have to, at the end of every day, back the content up, which takes forever. We could instantly, it was instantly being backed up and mirrored as we were working from the hard drive. And when it got filled up, we would just take one of them out and replace it with another one and then start the process again. So fantastic bit of kit. And of course, any small, portable hard drives, you've got this 5 terabyte hard drive with a Black Friday deal on from Lacey. They are really durable. I know so many people in the industry that only buy these, but also you've got some Western Digital options as well. 5 terabyte My Passport portable hard drives. It's worth having a couple of these in your bag. And again, remember, if you don't have your client's footage on more than one hard drive, then you don't have a backup. It sounds really simple, but I do know a lot of people that only keep everything on just one hard drive, and then something goes wrong with it and they lose their client's footage, and then ultimately you're going to burn that relationship with the client, and that's not a good look for anyone. So now's a perfect time to buy these. We've just bought actually a whole bunch of this stuff to last us throughout the whole year because we make a good saving. So definitely a worthwhile place to put your money. Okay, so I've got a few tripod options for you. This small rig tripod is actually something that we gave away to Josh on our channel when we helped him build a production company for the very first time, taking it from 0 to 10,000 a month, and he's doing great. Now, this is one of the tripods that if you're starting out, I would definitely consider. Again, if you don't have much of a budget, then I would certainly take a look at this. If you have got a little bit more to spend, then looking at Manfrotto or Gitzo would be really good name brands to go with. Manfrotto will do a setup like this with a fluid head tripod, and you save yourself around about $175. About for the sake of $500, this is a solid tripod that is going to last you for years. They do have slightly cheaper options, this one being one of them. This is actually what I'm filming on at the moment, and I'll be honest, it's okay. I'd much rather back in the day spent a little bit more and got this previous version. So that's my take on it. Obviously, you've only got what money you have access to. So it is an okay option, but I would definitely consider this one just as the bigger brother to the two. So a few miscellaneous items to kind of wrap this up. Now, there's obviously lots of ways that you can spend your money this Black Friday. It's all about making the most amount of savings. And if you don't currently have a teleprompter and you're a filmmaker, you should add this to your bag. Clients love the fact that we have a teleprompter and that they can just read from the script. It's such an easy and simple bit of kit, and they actually seem to value you so much higher, and they act like you're like TV producers and you're a huge company because you've got a small teleprompter. So definitely add it. It saves so much work trying to edit long interviews when they can just read from a script. So definitely add that to your bag. And when we move on to monitors, Filworld, I've had a couple of these monitors in the past, and they've been relatively good, to be fair. However, my favorite monitor is a Hollyland Mars M1. They sponsored the channel, gave us one of these, and it's a wireless monitor. You can hook it up to your phone and the camera, and it's so, so good. They don't currently have a Black Friday deal on it, as far as I know, but worth keeping an eye on that in case they do pop up over, you know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So definitely take a look at that. The Hollyland Mars M1 is a phenomenal bit of kit. Now, you're going to need something to edit from, and I've actually spent a lot of money this Black Friday week already because we've moved over to PC. Now, I'm going to get a few people clicking off the video at this point. I obviously still have my MacBook Pro, plus we do have some Macs in our studio as well, but we're moving over to PC because, to be honest with you, it's doing a better job, and we use Premiere Pro, and it's becoming more reliable, and actually, it exports stuff super quick. We can get more for our money, so it just makes sense, and it's the way that we've gone at the moment, okay? So we've just spent a lot of money on PCs. However, this MacBook Pro that I'm showing on screen here at B&H, which has got a $750 saving, is the exact same MacBook Pro that I've got right now. And I've just went to an event last weekend, and I had to edit to get the video turned around from them for that evening. And I edited it all from my MacBook, and it's great. Anything with the M1 or M2 chipset seems to be fantastic. And this is only 16 gigabytes, and I've had no issues with it whatsoever. So it's a great saving and a great time to get a MacBook if you're looking to get it. Get the bigger screen size. 16.2 inch sounds really big, but it's not. Trust me, it's absolutely fine. And you definitely want to be able to see what you're editing. Now, the only thing I haven't covered here is audio. And that's because we've been using these Rode Wireless Pro and Wireless Go 2 microphones, and they're really good. And I can't see that they've currently got a deal on them. Loads of other people out there have got deals on their microphones, and there are some good alternatives out there, but these are just the ones, oh, my voice went there. These are the ones that we go for, and they seem to be really good. The only thing I would say is I see so many filmmakers clipping the block onto the person who's being interviewed. So there's a big square block that says Rode on it. It looks horrible. Get yourself the lavalier microphone that often comes with this as well. Get them to put this block in their pocket and clip on a lav mic. It's way neater, and I see too many people just clipping on a big block onto the subject, and it looks ridiculous. So please, filmmakers, stop doing that. So there you go. I would love to know what you're investing in this Black Friday. So let me know in the comments below. It's great to get a snapshot of what people are spending their money on. Like I said, personally, for me, it's all about investing in your knowledge first, then into the camera gear and equipment, so that first of all, you can get the best clients and that you're really good creatively. And then you can get the equipment to enhance what you're able to do. Don't forget, of course, this Black Friday, the Perspective Academy has got its greatest offer ever. We are only running it on Black Friday, so make sure you're signed up to our mailing list to be the first to find out what that offer is. You're not going to want to miss it.